Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's sequence is a really quick one for the neck and shoulders. So if you've got any tightness around that area, this little sequence might be good to go through. So we'll start seated, cross-legged preferably. You can also sit over your shins if that's more comfortable. And then start to just ground down through the sitting bones. Lengthen through the spine and start to arrive here. Can you really make your spine very long? We'll roll the shoulders back and down and then just keep them there. You feel the back of the neck lengthen. Maybe just in the slightest tucking your chin in. And keep melting the shoulders down, spine is long. Going to drop our left shoulder towards the left ear so that we find length in the right side of the neck. And then from here, can you start to drop your chin towards your chest so that maybe you find more length now in the back of the neck. And then from there, roll all the way over to the other side. So now right shoulder, right ear meet. And then we come back the same way. So chin to chest. And then left ear to left shoulder. And back again, chin to chest. So just going through this half circle movement a few times. And if you feel at this point like there's a specifically and especially kind of juicy spot that really requires more of a stretch, you can pause for a moment, maybe stay there, move back and forth a few times through that spot. Good. We'll end up with our right ear towards our right shoulder and pause there. Then we'll drop our left fingertips onto the mat and right hand over the head so that you just kind of gently, with just the weight of the hand, you're pressing the right ear closer to the shoulder and really lengthening through the left side of the neck and the top of the left shoulder. Good. Can you relax the shoulders down as you sit here, still keeping the spine really long? And then we'll release the head, bring it to center and come all the way to the other side. So right fingertips on the mat, left hand over the head. And you don't have to necessarily pull with the left hand or anything. Just resting it on the hand usually is enough to create more length on the right side of the neck. Good. Take an inhale here. And then we'll release back to center. Good. Now we're going to interlace our hands. We'll push the palms out and up, finding length in the size of the body and really stretching up. You can gaze up too. And then as you exhale, bring your hands around face height and round through the spine. Chin comes towards the chest. Big rounding. And then inhale, reach, lengthen. Palms push out. And then exhale, round. Bring the hands a little bit lower down. Good. And final one, inhale. And exhale. Good. At the bottom of your exhale, you can roll back to a straight spine. Release the hands. We'll bring our right hand onto the left knee, left fingertips behind you. And then take an inhale here. Start to lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, can you start to twist so that you start to gaze over the left shoulder, pressing your right hand towards the left knee, left fingertips behind you to keep the length in the spine, and keep breathing. Good. Keep gazing over the left shoulder. Good. And then we release back to center. Left hand over the right knee. We'll move to the other side. Right fingertips behind you. And first find length here before you really even twist that much. And then as you exhale, you can start to move a little bit deeper into that twist, turning your gaze over the right shoulder too. Good. Keep breathing for one more inhale. And then exhale, come back to center. Well done. From here, we're going to roll over our ankles and knees onto all fours. So I'm going to just turn around on my mat. Hands come under the shoulders, knees under the hips to start with. And then from there, we're going to start to walk our hands towards the top corners of the mat. So we come into a melting heart pose, Anahadasana, finding space in the upper back, shoulders, and the neck as well. And just be really mindful of your neck here. Don't go too far if it doesn't feel good. But you can either rest your forehead on the mat, or if you're feeling a little bit more mobile around this area, you can also lift your gaze up and rest the chin on the mat. And then can you start to soften here? Maybe finding a bit of softness in the shoulders, allowing most of your upper body weight to rest over the shoulders and the arms. And breathe. Take just one more breath here. And then we're going to press our forearms into the mat and roll forward into a Sphinx pose. So we bring our weight forward and drop the hips down. So we've got our forearms, our hands pressed onto the mat. We roll the shoulders back, just slightly pressing the mat away from us to find that lift, finding more space through the collarbones and pulling the shoulder blades behind you closer together. And then from here, we drop our head down completely so that the back of the neck lengthens. And can you actually relax all the muscles of the neck, still keeping the shoulders pulling back and opening through the collarbones? And you can either stay still here for a few breaths, or you can start to gently swing the head from side to side, finding the slightest movement. See, maybe you find those same spots that might have been a little bit tight as we were doing this movement, seated up. Good. And then you can pause the movement, lift your head, lift your chin up, and then release your chest onto the mat, sliding your hands under the shoulders. Good. We'll take one cobra here, inhale, and exhale down. And then we bring our hands onto the lower back and interlace them there. And then can you start to roll the shoulders back and lift the chest up here? Maybe reaching the hands further back towards the heels, peeling the shoulders open. You can keep the neck neutral. You don't have to look forward. It might feel more comfortable to look down. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, release down. Hands can come under the shoulders. We'll tuck onto the toes and push all the way up onto hands and knees. And then from there, you can bring your knees under, your shins under, and sit over the knees. We roll the shoulders back as we arrive here. Open through the chest. You can rest your hands on your thighs, on your lap. And take a few breaths as you come into stillness. Dropping the shoulders down. Neck is long. And we'll go through one more movement before finishing our practice. So you can bring your hands behind you once again, interlace them there. First we'll open up through the chest. So inhale, take a deep breath and pull the hands down, opening through the chest. And then as you exhale, can you bring both hands still interlaced towards the right side of the body? So really tucking them in to that kind of space above the hip. And then bring your right ear to meet your right shoulder. So this way you find a really nice stretch for the left side of the neck and the top of the left shoulder as you're lengthening through that side too. Good. We'll come back to center and switch sides. The hands move to the left side, and then we drop our left ear towards the left shoulder, finding extra length in the right side of the neck and the top of the shoulder. the shoulders pulling back. Inhale. And then exhale, release. And you can release the grasp of the hands, bringing your hands onto the lap. Take a few breaths here. Maybe you feel a little bit more space in the shoulders, in the neck than you did before the practice. Maybe you can feel that some blood is actually flowing into the muscles in that area. If there was a lot of tightness there, you might feel lots of sensations in the upper back, shoulders, neck. If you want to stay seated still for a moment longer, you can do that. Or you can finish this practice with me by bringing your hands to heart center and then bowing your head towards the hands. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for today's mini practice. I hope you enjoyed it. This one's a good one to come back to in case you get any problems around the neck and the shoulders, so be sure to save it for later. I post a new video every Thursday, so I'm here with yoga, new yoga flows every Thursday. So please subscribe to my channel so you get notified about the new practices. I hope I see you here next week as well. Thank you.